Hello everyone and welcome back to RysFix. Now this is not the same video, this is a different video because my Suzuki Access is facing another problem now. And today's problem is guys, is the headlight of my Suzuki Access has stopped working. Now I have put the key in on position, I have started the bike and now here I will turn on my headlight. So once I turn on the headlight, if you come on this side and if you see, then you guys can see that my headlight is not working. Today again I will show you guys how to find the fault. So it is going to be a very interesting video. So see that you like the video now only. And if you are coming on this channel for the first time, see that you subscribe. And keep that bell icon pressed so that you will not miss any of my future videos. So come on, let's start the video. So like always, you will have to take out your headlight fairing. I have shown that to you already in my last video. Here again I will show it to you guys. So first we will have to take both your rear view mirrors out. Once you are done taking out both the rear view mirrors, behind this fairing there are 4 screws. So take a screwdriver and take all those 4 screws out. Once you are done taking out all the 4 screws, you will have to come on the front side of the headlight. And just below the headlight you will notice that there is one more screw. This screw you will have to take out now. Once you are done taking out this screw, now you can pull out your headlight fairing. So shake it a little bit, wiggle it a little bit, but see that you don't break it guys. In a relaxing way, see that you take out your headlight fairing. So here comes out my headlight fairing. Once you are done doing this, now you can access your headlight assembly here. Now wires are connected to it. So the first thing that I will check is I will take the bulb out and I will check the bulb first if the bulb is okay, because many a times it is the bulb fault because of which the headlight is not working. But there is one more problem here guys. My high beam and low beam both are not working. If a bulb goes, then only one filament goes most of the time, but both of my filaments are not working. What that can mean is there might not be a fault in the bulb. But still guys, I will take the bulb out and I will check it so that I can know the fault. So to take the bulb out, we'll have to unplug the bulb first, then the rubber cap protection which is there here, you will have to pull it out like how I have done. And inside of that you will see this mechanism. On this there will be one screw. So take the screw out. This screw will be on tension guys. It is like a spring which holds the bulb in position. So see that you take it out slowly, not like how I did here. Once you are done with this, you can easily take your bulb out. So here comes out my bulb. As you guys can see, almost it fell down from my hand guys. But let's look at it from close. If the bulb is okay on the inner side. Now as you guys can see, the bulb on the inner side has become slightly dark. I can see some blackish thing, but it doesn't feel like the filament is broken. That is what I feel guys. What you guys think about it, see that you comment below and let me know before continuing this video. So now I will go and buy a new bulb first, but before I do that, I will check the wiring for one time. Now this wiring goes inside of the front big fairing first, then it goes underneath the flooring and it reaches underneath the seat. So I will go directly under the seat guys, because I know where the connections are. Because how many times I have opened this bike, you guys know that already. All the videos I have shown you guys, every repair that I have done on the Suzuki Access, I have shown it to you guys. I have also taught you how to do it, how to make it proper. That much I want to help you guys. So I will say please see that you subscribe to my channel, and like that you can support me guys. Thank you so much. Now here I have come on the side of the engine head. You can see that this is the place where all the wire connections are there. While I was checking, I saw that wires are cut on one of my plugs here. So I will open this thing. Now because of the rains, I had put this wrapping around. I'm hoping that you guys remember so that water will not fall on these connections. So today I am going to take it out because some of the wires are cut here. And as I was taking this out, more wires got cut guys. Now everything I will have to do direct. Let's see what happens. But whatever it is, the problem should be fixed. If the problem is not fixed, then it's a bigger problem. Because it becomes very difficult to put your hands in a corner like this. And to place the camera is a much bigger thing guys. So directly I will show you guys what I have done here. First I will do everything direct here. This one plug I will take out completely, because both the wires are cut on this plug and I don't have spare plugs with me. So directly I will connect the wires. Now whatever I am doing after this, watch carefully because it is going to be very confusing. I will tell that first only. First I will unplug this plug because both the wires on this plug are cut, as you guys can see. Then the coating which is there on this cable, the black one, I will peel that off a little bit more because I want the wires to be longer. These wires are very short and it becomes very difficult for me to do the connections. And now I will disconnect the other plug, and luckily guys, on this plug the wire is still there and it is still connected. so directly I can connect this plug. But before I do that, I will connect another piece of wire here so that it becomes a little bit longer. So when you are doing the electrical things, the first thing that you will need is an insulation tape, and you will need some wires which I have with me here. Now the second wire that is there here is a brown color wire, but all three wires are in a single cable. So I will peel off the coating a little bit more and expose the wires a little bit more, as you guys can see. So the top black part of the cable, I peeled it off and I cut it off and I threw it out. Then this brown wire was exposed too much, so all the wire which has got spoiled kind of, I will cut the wire from there and I will throw it out. And the rest of the wire I will expose a little bit because I want to connect another wire there. Now these wires are quality wires, guys. I came to know about it when I went to expose the wire. That is the reason why maybe these wires, nothing happens to them for a long period of time. And inside of the insulation there was another coating, as you guys can see. So it took me some time to expose the wire, even when I had so many tools with me, guys. So here I have exposed my brown colored wire. Now I will connect a red color wire to it, which is a small piece which I had made ready first only. This I am joining here because I want to make this wire a little bit longer so that I can connect it properly. Now once I join the wire, I will apply insulation tape on top of it so that the wires stay in position and they should not come out. So I will apply a nice insulation tape on top of the wires. Once I am done with that, the other end of the wire, I have already exposed it here, as you guys can see. So on this side I will connect my plug, because from this plug the wire is coming out already. So I didn't have to make it direct. I can still connect this plug because plug is still good. And on top of this also I will apply insulation tape, guys, so that the exposed wires will remain safe inside. Once I am done applying tape here and once I connected the plug, I am done connecting one wire. So now I will go near my other two wires. Now on one side both the wires are cut from the plug, and those are very short wires, guys. I cannot pull them out as well. So in this corner, by making use of a wire cutter, I have exposed both of these wires. I will zoom the camera and show you guys. As you guys can see how I have exposed both these wires. Once I am done with that, I will get my two new wires. I have one red color wire with me and a black color wire with me, because I want to make these wires longer. I don't want so short wires here. So I will connect these extra wires there and make them longer. So after connecting these wires, I have to apply tape as well there. And to put hands in this corner, it is very difficult, guys. But somehow I have to connect these wires and apply the tape. So here somehow I managed to connect the wires. I will zoom the camera a little bit and I will show you guys. As you guys can see, both these wires are coming out from the wire harness that I have exposed, and for both these wires I have connected these two new wires. Now a plug was connected here, guys. I cut that plug out and I connected both these wires here, so that the wires will become a little bit longer. Now I will come on the other side of the plug, and this side the plug is still connected, but I can't connect this plug. So I will cut this plug out, because here I will do a direct connection. I don't have a spare plug with me here. So here I have cut the plug out. I can still connect this plug back if I want. That's why I have kept extra wires on it. Now I will expose both these wires. Now after doing all of this, I want to see if my headlight starts working. If the headlight starts working, then my job is done without replacing the bulb. But if it is still not working, then I will have to replace the bulb and check, or I will have to check my wire harness again. So here I have exposed both the wires. So these wires had one yellow wire in them, and for this yellow wire I will connect the black wire, and the other wire was white and red. For that I have connected red only. So for the white and red wire I will connect the red wire. So here I have joined all the wires. Now the next thing that I will have to do is put the insulation tape on all the joints. So before I apply the tape, I will connect the plug which I have just joined. So one plug I am done joining here. Now wherever my wires are exposed, wherever I have done the new connection, on all those joints I will apply the insulation tape. So guys, here I am done applying the insulation tape on all the joints. These are the two connections where the plug was connected. Then on this plug also I have put another tape. Then right inside where I had exposed the wires from the wire harness, there also I have applied tape like this. So like this you will have to apply tape. So I will turn the bike on and I will see if my headlight is working now. So the moment I started the bike and when I turned the headlight on, my headlight started working. So nothing was wrong with the bulb, guys. All of you guys who commented that the bulb was broken, all of you guys are wrong. So with this, my problem is solved. So now you will have to put everything back. So guys, I'm hoping that you found this video useful, and I'm hoping that now you know how to find a fault in the bike. So if you found this video useful, then see that you subscribe to the channel and keep that bell icon pressed so that you will not miss any of my future videos. So that's all in this video, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video now.